Hey there, Kim. It is Jay here at Rorick Mazda. So you have to promise not to laugh. As I mentioned, I'm never going to have a secondary career in filming or acting here, but figured that this would be a lot more helpful than just a couple boring photos alone, is making you a video of this particular vehicle. Now, just to recap, it is the 2022 Ford Bronco Sport, and it is the Outer Banks edition, which actually has a lot of cool things to it that I'm going to go over. One of the things is you'll notice that you do have more of a gloss black front. This little bar here is going to be your LED light that will actually circle around the headlight. You'll notice the wheels are going to be unique to this trim level as well, and you have some of the Outer Banks decals on it. In terms of condition, it's excellent. So if we go down the driver's side here, you'll see that there's no dents, dings, scrapes, scuffs, or scratches. I even look at the wheels because typically for Pittsburgh, you'll get some rash. You don't see any there as well. Now, vehicle maintenance is all up to date. We changed the oil. We replaced not only the engine air filter, but the cabin air filter. It did get new wiper blades, and the wearable report, which is big to me, that's going to be your tire life as well as your brake life, are all 70% remaining life. So you're going to have a lot of time for both tires and brakes. Now, going along to the rear, you are going to see you have your camera there, and of course you can open up not only the glass window, but the lift gate, and you'll notice that you have those little kind of tiny dimples there. It is because this has the park assist on top of the backup camera. So actually, if I open up the door here, space-wise, you'll see it's a ton, and the prior owner took excellent care of the car because you will see they not only have this sort of textured mat, you'll notice that you have all of the Bronco floor mats that are the all-weather ones, and if you see, they even sort of Velcro on up the back seats. So if you are folding the seats flat for extra cargo and you have to haul things on it, then it's actually on that rubber mat and it's not getting the carpet on the back of the seats dirty. So let me go ahead and close this here. Same thing if we go down the driver's side. No dents, stings, scrapes, scuffs, or scratches. And same thing with the wheels, all in excellent shape. Now, you're going to notice this sort of little ridge here. It is because this has the advanced key. It just means if the key is in your pocket, a bag, purse, you can just walk up, grab the handle, and it will automatically unlock, and you can just tap that ridge on the top to lock it. Now, in terms of safety features, this does have what is called the Ford Pilot or 360 Co-Pilot Assist. So you're going to see this little block up here in the front grille. Down below is radar. You'll also see one of the cameras up there on the windshield, which I'll get into here in a second. Now, with regard to safety, difficult to see that little icon in there is the blind spot system. So that will come on to let you know if someone's on the left or right side of your vehicle as you're driving. A benefit for that, assuming that you're part of the 2% of Pittsburgh that knows how to use their turn signal, if you put on a turn signal, it will rapidly flash at you to let you know that you cannot go over. Now, the interior-wise is going to be unique to the Outer Banks, as it's kind of this espresso sort of leather, and you kind of have almost this soft cloth. I will say these are really pretty seats, in my opinion. Bronco logo in them, so you'll kind of see that coffee carries through the door and kind of up around the dash a little bit, and then again kind of all along the door to match the exterior paint. So hopping in here, you're going to see that you have a button to release the glass of your liftgate. You'll see that your headlights are not only automatic, but so are your high and low beams. And this is my big thing. You're gonna see B&O. So Bang & Olufsen has a rocking stereo. So you're going to see that you have some tweeters up there, a giant speaker up on the dash. You have, I believe, I have to look it up, I think it's a 14 speaker surround stereo system. Going down here are going to be your different drive modes. Obviously, this is your gear selector. You'll see some USB ports down there and a wireless charger standard. Dual zone climate, so it just means you and your passenger can set 2 different temperatures. And you'll also see right here that yes, it does have a heated steering wheel on top of heated seats. So heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Screen-wise, I believe I have to double check the specs. I think this is an 8-inch screen. I'll double check. It's 7 or 8. Actually, it could even be 9, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. But it is touchscreen functionality, so you'll see right now I have XM satellite radio up. I can click home to get to the home menu. You'll see that navigation is installed, but it does have the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto, so that way most people will probably just be using things like Google Maps or something. Up on the visor here, you are going to see the HomeLink system. So if you do park in a garage, you'll be able to program up the garage door openers and those buttons, some little storage for sunglasses and such up here. And then obviously you have speed limit recognition, because you will see it's showing that this road that I'm on, which is basically heading down West Liberty, is 20, but let's face it, the speed limits in Pittsburgh are just suggestive. Let's hop into the rear seat real quick and just take a peek. So you'll see that kind of espresso continues. You'll even have some tweeters up there mounted on the door. You'll notice that you do have some charging in the back seat, obviously air conditioning, and a traditional outlet plug. So margarita time, bring that blender. Now, I hope this information helps and just kind of goes over. Now, granted, I could sit here and start going over more and more features. Some things I didn't even touch base on is like the vehicle has standard remote start, so you'll actually see that here. And in fact, let me just go ahead and turn this off just so I can demonstrate that. So all you're gonna do is hit the lock button, and then you're gonna hit this not once, but twice. I don't know if you heard it, but it started right up. So hopefully this information, again, does help. Of course, there's more features to touch base on, but I just checked the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been talking for 6 minutes. So I appreciate the opportunity, Kim, and look forward to hearing back. Thank you again.